Okay, so I've started a Surfbug sewing journal because I feel like lately I've just been making my products and then just selling them. Where this time I want there to be more meaning behind what I'm creating, and I feel like this sewing journal is going to help me stay organized because I want my business where there's more intention. So I've decided to come up with a collection each month. So my first collection is collection 08, which is Endless Summer. And I love the meaning behind Endless Summer. It's all about how you just don't want the summer to end, and I love to surf. There's some fun mellow waves in the summertime, but yeah, I just want to make sure that I get everything organized because lately it just has been feeling like I'm just making things just to sell them. So I feel like each month what I'm going to do is plan to have 4 different fabrics that I'm going to select for each collection, and then I'm going to make only a few things out of that fabric stash. So I've already decided that I'm going to make a few scrunchy wristlets, some dog bandanas, maybe some book sleeves, you know, because I'm juggling a job and it's a full-time job, plus I'm sewing and doing all these markets and pop-up events. It just feels a little overwhelming, and I'm trying to make some time for myself and my family, and also get in a workout session or even a surf session in there. So anyways, I chose some fabrics, and I was going to show that to you all. And so the first fabric that I chose was this pretty floral. It's cotton, and it has like the turquoise colors, some fuchsia, and also, you know, purple flowers as well, and the pretty leaves. I thought that was really pretty. It reminds me of summer because they're bright colors. And then the next fabric pattern that I chose was this gingham. It's blue and white gingham. I think it's really pretty and summery. And then the next choice was this pink and white stripe. This is also cotton, and I like it because it reminds me of the hydrangea flowers, which are called endless summer flowers actually, and I have these in my garden, which I love hydrangea flowers. And then the last fabric that I've chosen is this really pretty blue and white fabric. Reminds me of summer. So that's that. I'm going to be cutting the fabric into different pieces so that I can create the dog bandanas, the scrunchy wristlets, and maybe some keychain wallets. Something special, which is going to be a surf wax pouch. It's going to be lined with something similar to Dyneema, and you can put like your wet gear in there, maybe your bikini. Your surf wax will stay nice and cool in there because it's going to be padded with some Insul fleece, and it works great for, you know, keeping your makeup nice and cool for a little bit. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. Anyways, this coffee's good. It's Starbucks. I added some date syrup, which is like a natural sugar, and then I added some heavy cream to it, but I can really go for an espresso. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and get cutting and speed things up a little. There are the zippers. I have the zipper heads over here in this little drawer. And then about 4 of them. Get those out so I don't forget. Okay, so I've cut all of my fabric, and I've also cut them into different measurements because I'm making the pouches, mini makeup bags, and the surf wax pouches. And I love creating for everybody, and I love seeing how when people come to my markets and are in awe with all the things that I make. And even the little girls, when they come up there and they choose something, it just melts my heart. So I do appreciate everybody supporting my small business. But yeah, everything takes a lot of time to do all this. It's not easy, but it's so fun. I love it. It just is super addicting. But yeah, done with the cutting. Now it's time to put all the pieces together and sew up some pouches and dog bandanas and scrunchie wristlet. Oh, I have a lot to do. I'm going to start on the pink and white stripes. So I'm going to take all of my fabric to the sewing machine and start sewing. I'm getting the pink pouch ready to go. I'm going to quilt it. Oh, something got loose. Guess I gotta rethread. Hold on. Okay, so I have all of my fabric quilted, and now I'm gonna turn them into little zipper pouches. Well, this right here is a bent needle because I was going slow over this zipper, but there was just so much bulk. And I've had this needle for more than 72 hours. Apparently you're supposed to switch out your needles every 72 hours, but I like to use it longer, as long as I can. I'm gonna have to switch out the needle, and good thing I have some more universal needles. I'm gonna go ahead and switch it out so you can watch me do this. So I gotta take off the presser foot, and then I need a tool to undo the screw. Oh, there we go. And then just try to hold on to the needle so it doesn't fall through the cracks. And there's this. So now you can see how bent it is. Can you? I don't know. But I usually put my needles in here, and it's perfect for broken needles. Oh, I only needed one. Put that back. Anyways, yeah. Okay. Secure that so no needles get loose. And then you want to make sure that the numbers are facing, I think, in the back. Yeah. The numbers go in the back. And then push it up until it won't go anymore, and then secure it in by screwing the needle in nice and tight. It's in there. put the presser foot back on. And then we're going to get this is the bobbin thread. And then this is where I'm going to thread the needle. Okay, so I ran out of bobbin. Can you see? To remove this, get the bobbin out, and then we're going to fill up the bobbin. So just have to get it through the little hole of the bobbin case. And then pull that through. And then in through the center. I buy this transfer paper and I create my labels on Canva and then just print them from there, and I press them onto white fabric. So I'm basically just cutting along the lines. here are all the labels. Not all of them, but I cut some of them. I'll cut some more later. Yeah. Okay, so I have sewn up all of the pouches, and my next step is to get all the corners sewn up and then turn them right side out. So this is what they look like right now. I just have a small little pile. It is a small batch. As you can see, this one has the insole fleece. That's going to be the surf wax pouch. And then these are lined with cotton batting. But yeah, these are the corners that I have to sew up. And then once these corners are all sewn up, then I go through this little opening right here, pull it right side out, and I think that would be the last step. So I'm super excited at how this collection is coming along. Okay, so I have all the pouches sewn on the corners, and okay, that was a process. Now I'm going to turn them right side out. Oh yeah, that's right. The next step is to sew the lining closed. And I like to get all the corners popped out and just push it out with my fingers through that little opening in the liner. Just do that until I'm done pulling all these right side out, so that I don't forget to sew the opening. This is like my favorite part, is like turning it right side out, because I like to see what I've created. But yeah, this collection is coming together. Oh my gosh, I'm super excited. Oh, there's some little thread here which we could just cut right off. I came up with this pattern because I was making the mini makeup bags, and I forgot a step, and then it turned out to be one of these cute little pouches. And it has a little bit more space than the other mini makeup bags. Okay, so the last step is to sew the opening on the inside where the lining is. I have them clipped so they're ready to go. I'll be right back. I'm going to take this all to the sewing machine. Okay, so I've completed some of the collection, and this is how it's looking. I am so happy with the way things are looking and turning out, and I just wanted to go over everything. So these are the dog bandanas. And this is how they look. So basically you just slip your dog's collar through this little funnel, and then it's that easy. So these are the dog bandanas, and it's the slip over the collar pet bandanas. Here's a cute little keychain wallet with the bow. When you open it, it has a floral lining on the inside. And then there is a scrunchy wristlet that you can actually attach to the keychain wallet, just like that. And a cute little pouch for your little treasures. And as far as the lining, it's also gingham on the inside. Really love how that turned out. And here's the other pouch. This is really cute. This also has the same lining on the inside. And then here is the pink pouch with the nice lining on the inside. So I made some wristlets to match the little pouch. Well, and the keychain wallet, so of course. But this has like different color hardware, so you could choose and just have the 3. And then this is the keychain wallet with the bow again. And then the interior has the pink stripe lining. Has a little tab where you could put the keychain and attach it to it. Here's another one. I made 2 of them. I really like the lining. It reminds me of like summer. Okay, and then this is the pink pouch, which is really cute. I actually have 1 wristlet in the pink and white with 1 wallet and a bow. And I also have pet bandanas that match. These are like a size large. Let's see. And then these are the Surfbug surf wax pouches. So when you open it, it's lined with like a Dyneema type lining. You could see it's really durable for, you know, when you need to put your wet gear in there or your surf wax, of course, and whatever little treasures you want to put in there. But I did make 3 of those. I'm excited. With back to school season coming up at the end of August and beginning of September, I decided to add handmade pencil cases to the collection. I have all these pencil cases that I made. How adorable. I love how they turned out. This one's lined with the pink and white stripes. I think this one's my favorite. I love all the colors. It's so bright and playful. But of course I do really love the waves. This one is lined with gingham. You could fit your pencils, your markers, your art supplies, makeup brushes, Here's the pink and white stripes with a white lining that has butterflies.